Welcome to Soothing Pod's Meditation. In this practice, we'll explore the difference between empathy and sympathy, learning how to grow stronger and deeper relationships. Find a comfortable seat. Let your eyes softly close. Soften your face, your neck, your shoulders. And release tension in your whole body as you give yourself permission to fully arrive into this moment. Now, tap into your breath. Simply notice your breath just as it is. Let it be effortless, watching the breath flowing in and flowing out. And stay present with each breath from its very beginning to its very end. Notice the moment the breath begins, as it moves deeply into your body, and observe that moment when the inhale turns to an exhale, following the breath all the way to the end. Watch the expansive quality of your inhales, the natural softness of your exhales. And now, see if you can catch the slight pause that naturally happens between each part of the breath. You're not forcing one. Just become aware of the short suspension that happens at the end of a breath and before the next one starts. There's a stillness, a momentary pause where you're not breathing in or breathing out. Just note that place, the space in between breaths. When we become aware of this brief space in between breaths, we are tapping into stillness. We are growing our capacity to be with silence. We're developing our ability to stay with the pause between distractions, the quiet between sounds. Inhale and notice the tiny pause before you breathe out. Exhale and observe the slight suspension before you breathe in again. And when you get distracted, let your thoughts come and go without judgment. Notice the space between your thoughts. Observe the respite between distractions, returning again and again to your breath. Now, soften your attention. We've all heard the words empathy and sympathy. And when we think about how we relate to other people, we might even use the terms interchangeably. They are different, though, and understanding the nuances can have a big impact on how we build and deepen our connections. When we express sympathy, we might say something like, "I feel so bad that this is happening to you." And though our sentiments and thoughts may be very real, sympathy can easily be akin to pity, and it rarely incites us to action. Instead, we voice our sorrow and return to our lives, leaving the person on the receiving end feeling unseen, like their struggle isn't very important. In this sense, sympathy can actually grow distance between us rather than bringing us together. On the other hand, empathy helps strengthen bonds and builds connections. When a friend shares their pain and we express empathy, we are letting them know they are not alone. We are showing them that we understand how difficult it is to be in their shoes. When we tap into empathy, we are trying to see and understand the world from someone else's perspective. We might ask our friend to tell us more about what's happening, being curious and open about their experience, and relating them back to a similar situation we've lived through in the past. Leaving judgment behind, empathy teaches us to make room for what the other person is feeling, validating their emotions, and offering understanding without judgment. So when you catch yourself pitying a friend, take a moment to reset and mindfully put yourself in their shoes. Rather than telling them you feel sorry for their situation, create space to truly listen to what they're going through. What would it feel like to be in their place? What would you need from them? As you make judgment-free room for their experience, you are giving the gift of empathetic presence and helping to strengthen your relationship. Now become aware of your body and space once more. Notice the sounds around you. And when you're ready, gently wiggle your fingers and toes and slowly open your eyes. I hope you've enjoyed this session, and we'll see you back here soon.